Okay, so we got the target painted, and we're going to go with the 162 grain hunting bullet, soft point, and it's a Hornet 8 bullet with Ogden 1000. We do a 3-shot group with it. Looks like I put, again, 2 of them right in there, and one about, it's about inch low, looks like.
Last Minute Man, we are back on the range, finally, and I'm with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the big, wonderful cartridge 7mm Magnum today.
That is correct, and we are shooting it today out of our trusty Encore here, Thompson Center, and this is an actual Thompson Center barrel as well, isn't it, Mr. Obvious?
Yep.
So we're going to kind of see what kind of grouping we get. Mr. Obvious had done some 100-yard shots with it to kind of figure out what you liked and what it was doing, and I said, Mr. Obvious, we got to get this thing out at 400. So we've been kind of waiting for good weather, and it couldn't be a better day. So we don't have any wind excuses or anything like that today.
Just a little bit of wind.
No. And we test the trigger pull on this because I typically have issues with this particular firearm when we put certain types of rounds in it, you know, but 357 maximum, I shot pretty well with it. We both did, but the 35 Whalen, and I think that was all the round more than anything, but when you're pushing it that hard, we were getting very erratic shots. Then the 444 Marlin, we were seeing the same thing. And I think that was a situation where we're pushing them harder than really that particular bullet we were using
was designed to run.
Correct. So we were getting some deformation or whatever coming out the barrel, and you get some flyers. But we're shooting a hot one today.
Yeah.
So 7mm Magnum ain't no slouch. So it's a lot of people's favorite elk cartridge. You know, people take down some big game with them. I'm very excited to get out and shoot this, and we're right at a 3-pound trigger pull on this. So 2 pounds 14 ounces I think is what we got there. And but yeah, we're just gonna get out here. Mr. Obvious is gonna take the reins and really put her down, and we'll give you a good look at what kind of group we get, so stick with us. You got 3 different loads worked up here, and tell us what you got.
We've got, this is a 162 grain SST, so we're going to try that one. We got a Burger VLD 168 grain, we're going to try that. Then we got the 162 grain Hornady Interlock pointed soft point.
Okay, and which one do you think is going to shoot the best there, Mr. Obvious?
Well, the ballistic coefficients is very high on the Burger bullet. So,
all right. Well, give us 3 of them and put them on target, and we will see where we're at. Now, explain to the folks at home what adjustment you made there. He had this thing zeroed, what'd you say, about an inch high at 100?
Yeah, it's about an inch high and 100.
So what'd you have to do? How many clicks did you take it up there?
I think I'm going to take it up starting about to 8 clicks.
Starting at 8, and then so we're just firing one shot and seeing where it's at over there.
Yep. So I've got 4 of these loaded up, so we'll see where the first one hits, and it's also be a cold barrel shot.
Okay.
It's not been fired today, so.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and take it up 8 clicks.
All right. And Mr. Obvious, get down there and give us a dead center shot. We got the picture in, picture up. And it looks like you hit over.
Did I hit over?
Yes, sir. That's what it looked like. So we're going to make some adjustments and go back. Okay, so this was a frustrating event, but we got the picture in picture up there so you can see where Mr. Obvious eventually hit it. And how many shots did it take us, Mr. Obvious?
Took us 7 shots to get her in there to get on that target.
It was kind of going all over the place on us. So we checked the tightness of the scope and everything's tight. So I said, well, let's not make any adjustments because it almost seems like we're chasing our tail here, and fire 2 shots while he hit it. And I said, all right, you know, that's good. So he just made some adjustments to the left because he clipped it there on the right. But we're going to try some of these good hand loads here, these Burger bullets, and kind of see how he does. We're letting the barrel cool, and hopefully we finally got it this time for y'all. But it's not always perfect when you get out and you're shooting. We like to show the messy stuff too, and I've got a couple videos before we both got frustrated and got down there, so I'll be showing you those. But while this barrel cools, I'll flash one of them up.
And so now Mr. Obvious has made an adjustment. Of course, we're switching to a completely different round, but he's just kind of seeing where these hit. We gotta get close. So we're doing 140 grain ballistic tip. I dropped it 4 clicks. All right. It looks like you pulled just to the left of it. That's where it looks. That's what it looks like. So you say I hit to the left? I believe so. Okay. I'm gonna hold it a little bit right. Man, it's hard to tell.
Okay, so we think we've got enough cooling time here on these on this barrel, and Mr. Obvious decided to go with the 162 grain interlock bullet, and that way he's not wasting the ones he thinks will give us the best group. And he's going to do a 3-shot group on this, and hopefully we hit it. This is jumping up from a 142 grain that we were hitting with to a 162. So we should be on steel and get some results here at the very least. Hey! I'm excited now, man. We're hitting steel. That's what I like to hear.
Yep, it hit a little bit to the right yet. Still needs to come over 2 clicks, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
All right, yeah, leave it alone. Let's see some good good groups here. Give us a good tight group. And that one was a whiff.
Must have went off to the right. This barrel's still hot.
Yeah. Give us one more on target there, Miss Obvious. Come on. And another miss. So that's all right, folks. It ain't always pretty. It is what it is when you're out here shooting and dialing in a gun, figuring out what kind of bullet it likes. So we're going to make some adjustments, and we'll go down there and look at it once we get a good group. But having one bullet on isn't really telling us much. But he's going to do, what's next there, Mr. Obvious?
I got one more of them. Have
Okay,
4 of them.
okay. Are you aim to the left this time and just get it on steel?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Man, that thing gets down there fast, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I see that thing swinging before the report of the rifle comes back. That's awesome.
That barrel's hot. Burnt my finger. Yeah, it hit about that far.
Are you saying we did a Thompson burn down video?
Yeah.
We did a single shot Thompson burn down. All right. So where'd you hit there, Mr. Obvious?
I hit to the right of it, of the black, and I held off to the left. So
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it over 4 clicks.
And let it cool off, and we've given it a good 10 minutes of cool down time. That barrel's still pretty warm though, but we're gonna go ahead and shoot these SSTs. And 162 grain as well, correct, Mr. Obvious?
Yep.
And picture in picture is up, and he's gonna lay this in there. I don't know. I'm not gonna make a bet. See how it does. You're ringing steel. Where you at?
That one hit dead center, look like.
Awesome. All right. Now I want to see that 2 more times so we can go down there and look at it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for an excuse to drive my rock store, man. Come on.
That'd be nice.
Boy, that's quick. That's a fast moving bullet.
That hit the black too.
Awesome.
May have found a load it actually likes.
Yeah, there you go. All right. You can just listen to that sweet diesel purr. I love that thing.
Yeah, man.
All right, Mr. Obvious. So show us what we did here.
All right, this was the 140 grain ballistic tip we was trying to get on target because it was hitting way off to the right. So then I shot the Hornet interlock, hit here. One went off just a little bit to the right. Then I held over here to another one hit here.
Okay.
Then we went to the SST bullets.
And you made adjustments also.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had moved it over 8 clicks to the left.
Roger.
Yeah, that's how far we was off. So my first shot, my second shot, my third shot with a SST.
Right,
and
4 inches?
It's 3 3/4. Yep, 3 3/4 inches.
Look at that. Okay, so you're under a minute at 400 yards there.
Yep.
I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, that's the best I've seen that particular rifle shoot. But of course, how many times have we gotten it out here at this distance?
Yeah.
We were doing that with a 280 Remington, I believe.
Yeah.
And we shot all right, but that's excellent. So let's get over here and try those other bullets. We're gonna paint this and let him shoot the last 3 and see where we're at. Okay there, Mr. Obvious. We are ready for the 3 final shots.
Burger, BLD.
And this is what you were expecting to be the best shooting.
Well, yeah, but who knows?
Who knows?
Might not even hit the target.
Yeah, well, I didn't have the faith last time, and I think I'm just going to keep it that way because I don't want to mess this operation up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be quiet. Which is a lot for me, trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I think you missed.
It looked like it hit underneath the target completely.
Well, let's just take another shot, dead zero, see what happens. You hit it that time.
Somewhere.
That one went way right. You clipped it.
Yep.
You clipped it. So, what have we discovered there? It seems to like those.
That SST bullet is what it likes.
Yeah. So we'll get down there, grab the target, and return for an AAR. And we are back with our after-action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
Well, we had a hard day getting this thing on target at 400.
Yeah,
I know that.
yeah. Some of that could have been, like I said earlier, from my perspective, it was shooting left. And maybe if I was right behind him, it would have looked more to the right. I don't know. So there's that. So you guys at home were watching. You saw the videotape before we did. So, you know, what was happening, we don't know. But, you know,
one of them days.
Yeah, just one of those days. And that's something I want to mention that you don't see a lot on the YouTubes. And not everything you're going to come out and just be a rock star with. Not everything's perfect. Every setup you do ain't going to be perfect. Like Mr. Obvious zeroed this thing in at 100 yards. And usually, and 200 is where we like to zero. But at 100, typically, we're in there and we can kind of like do the math and figure out where we're going to be. Today, that didn't work. No. It was radically different.
Yeah, it's way off. I had this zeroed in for the SST at 100 yards, and that thing was shooting tight groups at 100 yards. So I left it there, then come out here and dialed it up, and we was way off to the right for some reason.
Radically different. And then he actually had me get down there and shoot it just to verify. He got out a spotting scope, and you know, I was kind of getting the same results he was getting. And we chased our tail enough. We finally got it on paper there, you know, or on target. And, you know, the rest is history. And it shot really good with those SST bullets.
SST shooting less than a minute of angle. That's what it liked. It didn't like the rest of them bullets. And it's all the same powder charge in all of them. So, and you can look at the primers, are still good and rounded. They're not hot. It's about a factory duplicate load is what it is. So, what it is what it is. But these seem like every one of these barrels I get on these Thompsons in the high-powered rifle, the long 26-inch, 28-inch barrel, is real finicky.
They are.
The pistol barrels I don't have much problems with. The shorter barrels I don't have problems with. But when I get into these rifles, they're funny.
Well, I can tell you, it's that 35 Whelen was the first time the first time I shot it, you had 44 mags in it. And he runs them up real hot. He likes to let you have fun with it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you're shooting something. And I was like, yeah, man, this thing's cool. He said, you want to shoot something that really has some power?
Yeah.
He's like, let's get this 35 Whelen out. And buddy, he pushes the envelope on those things.
Yeah.
They're like diabolical the way he loads those.
Yeah.
But I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with it.
They're running them too fast.
And I mean, I'm no slouch. I'm not like the world's greatest shot or anything, but I can come out here, shoot off a bench, and I'm typically 1 MOA with most rifles. You know, with the right loads. I'm not saying every kind of round's going to shoot great, but I'm typically shooting pretty decent and on par with you at least. But yeah, like certain things, like I said, I tend to not shoot well with this rifle. And we talked about it last night, and I said, Mr. Obvious, I just don't feel confident, you know, shooting it. So
yeah, it's finicky. I tell you, if y'all have the same issues, let us know. In your
Yeah,
comments.
I know.
If y'all have good luck with them, with the high-powered rifle barrels. Now we're talking 100 yards. Seems like it does great.
Yeah.
But you get out yonder, 400 yards. I'm all over the place. But
yeah, and
different loads.
You know, could that have something to do with the way we had the scope set up, or you know, are we missing something here? Let us know. I know our viewers out there. We've got some guys that really do a lot of long range shooting and stuff, and I know there's a wealth of information out there, fellas. So let us know what you think, and you know, what are we doing right, wrong, or
and we know, this
whatever.
is a good scope. You know.
Yeah.
The Vortex Viper HST. It's a great scope.
So, well, it just is what it is. But no, the end result, the takeaway from this is you found a load it likes. And it's shot well.
Yep, I know the load it wants, so I'll put that in my logbook at the house.
So that's really the takeaway here. And, you know, actually the trigger pull on this is pretty light, you know. I was telling Mr. Obvious, I said, that thing's got a heavy trigger or something, you know, but I couldn't remember what it was. And he went and ran the gauge on it. He said, man, the thing under 3 pounds.
Yeah, I think
I said, really?
I think it has to do the way the stock drops down and you pull on it. It makes it feel heavier than what it is.
I don't know.
But you're out like this with a regular rifle, and I don't know.
It
just feels different.
I don't have an excuse. It just was awkward to me, and maybe I'm the one that's awkward.
Yeah.
Who knows? But anyway, so anything to add, Mr. Obvious?
No, nothing really to add to it.
Well,
I love the 7 mag, but
well, and no matter what, we had fun today.
Yeah.
We got out. This is beautiful weather. I say if this is global warming, baby, bring it on. Okay? I'm okay with this.
In February, short sleeves.
Yeah, you get a sunburn out here, man. Yeah. It's I am getting upset. It doesn't seem like we're getting those heavy snows we used to get. And Lord knows I like to sled ride, so haven't been able to do that, you know. I was going to test the German Shepherd out, see if she could pull a sled. What do you think?
Yeah, man, you can do that.
I don't think she'd do
It
it.
ain't gonna
She'd just
happen.
look at me like, Dad, come on.
You ain't got no snow.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. Well, with that, everybody, remember, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man. Watch us on
Rumble.